Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be doing a little bit more of a different video. I'm gonna do this every time a new COD is about to come out. Like tomorrow, Black Ops Cold War. I should be able to play it tomorrow. I'm actually doing a 24-hour live stream on that. I will post it on my YouTube when I'm going live. I'm gonna play it for 24 hours straight, multiplayer, maybe campaign, maybe zombies, maybe some more Warzone 2. Who knows? But I am going to be playing for 24 hours straight. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but we're doing it. I'm doing it. But I want to do this for every COD that comes out. I want to go over the other COD that was previously before the COD that's coming out, which means I'm gonna be going over Modern Warfare 2019, and I'll be talking about it. And the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna set it up and talking about the campaign, the multiplayer, and then I guess Warzone 2, or the extra game mode that they have. But I'm gonna at the end I'm gonna give it like a rating of how good the game really was, or how good it could have been. But yeah, let's just start with it. I'm doing this completely unscripted, so if I get off topic or something, so sorry. These are just my opinions. Obviously, they're wrong because they're my opinions. Someone could have a completely opposite opinion, but these are my opinions. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. Get into it. So first, we're gonna talk about the campaign. Now, I personally have not finished the campaign. I know, shocker, but I tend to really like lack on the single player stuff, as I don't really like playing by myself or nor doing stuff by myself, since it creates an atmosphere where it's really quiet and I just get really uneasy because I have like nothing to talk to or no one to talk about. But I have played it, and I will say it's definitely a really good campaign. It's really detailed. It's really well made. It's just a really good campaign. I can't really say much about campaigns since I haven't seen it. I've seen multiple people play through it. However, I can't like say I played through myself, but from what I've seen, it's genuinely a really good campaign. Um, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for campaign. If I were to rate campaigns, probably a solid 8 out of 10. But now we're gonna get into multiplayer, which I have a lot of things to say. Anyways, Warzone, multiplayer really suffers from meta guns. Multiplayer is just filled with people drop shotting for every fight, and then the so much SBM, skill based matchmaking, just makes the game so much worse. Every time you run into a lobby, you could run into people running the MP5, running the M4, running super fast kill guns. Like recently, the AS Val is it's just so good. You see it pretty much everywhere. But it's really annoying because you really, unless like you're really good at the game, you really can't compete that well with the meta guns because the kill time is just too fast. People are constantly drop shotting, and it suffers so much as well from shotguns and camping. This game really caters to people who love camping and who are not good at the game. If you were to play your first COD ever, MW 2019 would probably be a really good COD to start off with, just because it caters to people who are not good at the game, and it's just it has so much the maps, the guns are detailed, but the way people play the maps, the way people make their guns, they use the same guns, they camp on the map, and they use like the fastest kill time guns, and it suffers so much from that. Multiplayer doesn't suffer so much from that. There's not, you really can't have fun in multiplayer without using like a meta gun, or else unless like you're really skilled, but you're gonna have bad games because of that fucking meta. You can have bad games, and multiplayer really suffers from that. But the camo gold, it looks pretty nice, I guess. It has a nice design. Could be a little bit more brighter, I guess. Platinum, I really like platinum. It looks really nice. It's really sleek. Damascus though, that camo was kind of a letdown. It looks nice, don't get me wrong, but it would have been better if it had like some type of glow, some type of reactive thing to it. But remember, this game's supposed to be super realistic, even though you can carry a riot shield on your back and still go super fast with a knife. But if you have an MP7 with an extra 20 rounds, you're gonna go your momentum is just your movement speed just goes slower. So it's the way the people made this game is just not good. This game really suffers from camping and super fast kill guns. But if we would take that and we would use the mobility, people running around, kind of balanced gun. Maybe some guns are better than the other ones, but and a little like you had more health and the guns were a little bit slower to kill, like Black Ops Cold War. Black Ops Cold War hits the sweet spot. That would make it more easier. But the game really suffers from a lot of uh, meta guns, pretty much. But if we were to take all that away, the mobility would make the game really fast paced and really fun. The fun guns would make the game even more funner. You know, you could do more stuff like that. Um, yeah, and the maps are alright, I guess. They're detailed. Everything's so detailed. That's why people love the game. It's so detailed. And people who don't like Black Ops Cold War probably cater to MW because they love the way it looks, they love the way it feels, they love being able to use a fast kill time gun and kill people really quick, but they don't like MW because of the way it looks, or Cold War because of the way it looks. And I don't like that. I really like Cold War. It looks like a really good game, and I'm so excited to play it tomorrow. Do a 24-hour stream on it, and it's gonna be fun. But multiplayer on that game really is like a 5 out of 10. Really, it's not that fun. It's so meta, but yeah, multiplayer 5 out of 10. Now, Warzone is the main attraction for MW 2019 since it's free. Everyone's gonna play because it's free. Now, I've played Warzone before. I had fun with it when it first came out, but then once people started making like meta classes, meta guns, every that, it just went downhill real quick. Like I always, this game just suffers from meta guns. It just suffers, and because of that, people tend to run zero recoil classes like M4 with the Merc 4 grip, longest barrel, mono suppressor, 60 round mag, and a VLK 3 times optic. That's literally the class I see people running with, and Overkill with an MP5, and those two are just the best guns in the game, and they run it with no recoil, and it's just, oof. And if they don't run an MP5, they're gonna run a shotgun, a fire shotgun, the R9O, the VOK Rogue, the Origin 12 was probably the best gun in the game for so long, just because how fast it shoots, how much bullets you can make. It really made the game unplayable at that time, and it still is when I run into people with shotguns. And Warzone it just struggles with meta, dude. People who could play Warzone without a shotgun, without 3 times optics, 0 recoil classes, are genuinely probably the best players you run into in Warzone. They don't cater to the meta. They don't rely on the meta to get wins. They play the way they want to play, and they do good. But Warzone it's just a lot of campers. It's a lot of campers, and it's just not the best experience. It is fun when you get a win with your friends, but it is just not the best experience overall in general, as it suffers a lot from shotguns, meta guns. For a while, the Bruin was a meta gun, had no recoil, and it just obliterated people's health. Then it was the AS-Val. AS-Val, oh my god, dude. It's not the meta in, what's it called, Warzone, but I do know it shredded people's health, full health, and you get like a little headshot multiplier. You're dead in like 5 seconds, and this is like less than 5 seconds, and this is Warzone where you have shields, kill time is more longer. But just because like the AS-Val is so broken, it just shreds through your health, man. Like there is a lot of recoil, although it's not that hard to control the recoil on the game. It's really not that hard. As long as you have some type of sense of recoil, you pretty much can control almost any gun in the game, and it's just, oof, it's not, man. It's not a good game. It's a good game, but it's just the way people play it, the way they made it to play it. There's 6 shotguns, 2 DLC shotguns, and all those shotguns. The Jack 12, dude, it's just had explosive round, fire breath rounds, and it just made multiplayer unplayable, dude. It's just this game could have been so great if it wasn't for the way that they built it. But Warzone overall, if you take away the meta guns, take away shotguns, even though it's in the game, take away campers, it could be a fun, fast-paced game where people are constantly rushing with different guns. I've never seen someone rush me with a gun like a P90 or a Striker 45 because they're usually rushing with an MP5 or a M4 or a AS-Val. They always use the same guns. I don't see many people sniping because I do see people sniping, just not as much as I see people using M4s and stuff like that. Personally, I use the Growl just because the iron I use iron sights, and the Growl has really small iron sights, so it's really easy to see people. And I tend to run overkill with it with like a Car 98 or something, and then sometimes I have a Ghost Class for with an MP5, but that's just so just in case I have to use it, I have to use it. Most of the time, I just tend to use my Growl, but it's so hard to play when it's like a meta. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you should get good at the game." No, I mean, yeah, you could get good at the game and eventually kill them, but you're gonna keep dying to those meta guns. You're gonna keep dying, and it's not gonna be fun. And Warzone suffers heavily from more hackers, and this game is it's just like it's like they didn't care about the game. It's just like they just put it out and then boom, that's it. The game's out. They don't care. Do whatever you want. You don't care. And it's so dumb. Um, Overall, every Warzone was just not the best experience neither. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10 just because it did do good on some parts, like redeploy, being able to cut your parachute. But overall, it's just I don't know, man. This game was just not that good. But yeah, that's pretty much my full thoughts on campaign multiplayer in Warzone. I'm not gonna be talking about special ops or something like that because I never played it. I've seen gameplay of it. It looks kind of cool, I guess, but it doesn't really catch my interest much. But overall, it's just not that fun of a game. It was fun for a while till you run into meta players in high SBM with people drop shotting with MP5s, M4s, AS Vals. It's just Jack 12, man. I don't know. This game caters too much to bad people, and it's just not the best. Overall, I would rate MW a 7 out of 5, I guess. With it being having really good movement, really good design, decent camos, but it suffers too much from hackers, meta guns, drop shotting, and it's campers. It's just not. It goes down. Maybe 6.5 out of 10. Modern Warfare overall could have been such a good game, but it had so much potential, but they just messed it up real quick. But yeah, those are my full thoughts on MW. Hopefully, next in a year when I do the Cold War gameplay or Cold War video, hopefully that game would do better. I played them. I played the beta and the alpha. They were pretty fun. So hopefully that game's better. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully the next video is coming out tomorrow. I don't know because I'm doing a 24-hour stream, like I said. See me over there in this Twitch stream at twitch.tv/dt_speedy_. I'm gonna be streaming 24 hours. I'll do a video when I'm going streaming, and I'll see you in the next video, which probably come out later today. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, later.